and welcome back grade 1 students. I hope you guys are enjoying my science videos. Today we're going to continue with Unit 6, Objects and Patterns in the Sky, Lesson 2. What are patterns of daylight? Part 3. Are you ready? Today we're going to cover the following points. Lesson 2, what are patterns of daylight? Explore, explain, fall, winter, page 301, 302, and 303. We're gonna start with the autumn-fall season. Guys, autumn is the fall season and fall is the autumn season. So some people call it autumn, the others call it fall. It's the same, okay? So it's the same name for the same season. Autumn, fall, fall, autumn. Let's take a minute to observe the picture carefully. What do we see? What do we spot? Excellent. We could spot that the leaves are falling off the trees and the leaves change their color from green to what? From green to excellent brown and yellowish, and they're falling down, right? Great. We open to page 301. Fall and winter. Let's take a minute to observe these two pictures. In the first picture, we observe a squirrel eating the nut. In the second picture, we observe the leaves falling off the trees and they change their color into brown, okay, and yellow, and they fell off the tree. So what do you guys think? Is this the fall season or the winter season? Excellent. It is the fall season because during the fall season, the animals start preparing themselves for the winter and they would hide their food, and the leaves will fall off, okay, and change their color into yellow and brownish, right? Great. Let's read together. Fall comes after summer. There are fewer hours of daylight than in summer. Some animals store food for winter. The leaves of many trees change color and drop off. This is because there is less daylight. So I'm going to read it, then I'm going to explain. Fall and winter. Fall comes after summer. There are fewer hours of daylight than in summer. Some animals store food for winter. The leaves of many trees change color and drop off. This is because there is less daylight. So, they're telling us that the fall season comes after summer, and we know that. Why do we know that? Because we said that the seasons occur in a pattern, which means they get repeated each year after year in the same order, which is fall, winter, spring, and summer, or we could say spring, summer, fall, and winter, okay? And they're telling us that there are fewer hours of daylight than in summer. Sure. Why? Because as we said, due to Earth's rotation around the sun, at certain times the Earth is tilted away from the sun, okay? And it is very far and tilted away from the sun, okay? Resulting in the two seasons that are colder, which is the fall and the winter, and in getting fewer hours of daylight due to the fact that the Earth is tilted away from the sun, which means we get fewer hours of daylight than in the summer. Clear? Some animals store food for winter. The leaves of many trees change color and drop off. So they're telling us that during the what? During the fall season, some animals store food for winter, such as the squirrel. It digs and buries its nuts under the ground, okay? So it could eat it during the winter season. And then the leaves of many trees change color and drop off. As we can observe in the picture, the leaves change color and they start to drop off during the fall season. Why? Due to the fact that we have less daylight. Now, as we said, during the fall and the winter, due to Earth's rotation around the sun, what happens? It will, at certain times during its rotation, it will be very far away from the sun and tilting away from the sun, which results in fewer hours of daylight and the production of the two colder seasons, which are fall and winter. And then during its rotation as well, at certain points it will be tilted closer to the sun, okay? It will be closer to the sun and it will tilt closer to the sun and result in getting more hours of daylight, and we will get warmer weather, okay? And it will produce for us, or it will give us the spring and the summer season. Clear? So far so good? Great. Write a sentence that describes fall. So, which sentence in this paragraph describes the fall season? Fall comes after summer. There are fewer hours of daylight than in summer. Some animals store food for winter. The leaves of many trees change color and drop off. This is because there is less daylight. So, we listen up carefully. Write a sentence that describes fall. When they say describes, it means it tells us about the fall season. What is it like? What does it have? When does it start? When does it end? Okay, so let's check and see. Which sentence in this paragraph tells us about the fall? Excellent. Fall comes after summer. There are fewer hours of daylight in fall than in summer. Why? Due to Earth's rotation around the sun. Great. So far so good. So you stop the video, you pause it, and you copy this paragraph neatly and properly on your excellent books on page 301. So fall comes after summer. There are fewer hours of daylight in fall than in summer. Clear? So far so good. So why do the leaves start to fall during the fall season? Due to the lack of daylight. We have less daylight. Clear? Good. And because we have less daylight, the trees will start to shed away their leaves, okay, in order to what? Store its energy so it could survive during the winter season, as we watched previously in one of the science videos. Clear? So far so good. Let's move on. Winter season. What do we observe in this picture? Excellent. We could observe that the snow is covering the fruits on the tree, right? Let's check out what about the winter season. On page 302, let's observe these two pictures. What do we see? In the first picture, we could spot an ice skating arena, and in the second, we could spot a fox. How do we know it is the winter season? Excellent, because the snow is what? Covering the place, and the people are wearing heavy clothes to stay warm, right? To stay warm. Let's read together. Winter follows fall. The first day of winter has the fewest hours of daylight. Winter is the coldest time of year. Some places get snow. People wear coats to keep warm. Some animals grow thick fur. So I'm going to reread it. Listen up carefully. Winter follows fall. The first day of winter has the fewest hours of daylight. Winter is the coldest time of year. Some places get snow. People wear coats to keep warm. Some animals grow thick fur. Are we ready? Let's listen up carefully. Now, so they're telling us that the winter follows the fall. We know that the winter comes after the fall due to the fact that the seasons roll in a pattern format, which means they come in the same order year after year. And we know that we have fall, winter, spring, and summer, or spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay, so in both cases, the winter follows the fall. It means it comes after the fall. They're telling us that the first day of winter has the fewest hours of daylight due to the fact that the first day of winter, Earth would be where? Excellent. It would be in its rotation around the sun. It would be in a spot that is the farthest away from the sun, and it would be tilted away from the sun, resulting in fewer hours of daylight, and then the first day of winter would have the fewest hours of daylight. So far so good. So they're telling us that winter is the coldest time of the year, and some places get snow. When it is really cold, some places get really snow, okay? So it will be covered with snow when the temperature drops like 0 degrees Celsius and even below. And in order to stay warm, the people would wear coats, okay? And bonnets and gloves like what we do, guys, at school. And some animals grow thick fur, such as the red fox, in order to stay warm and survive during the really cold winter. Otherwise, they will die. Clear? So write a sentence that describes winter. Remember that we said whenever we say the word describes, it means what? It means it tells us about the season, the winter season. What does it have? When does it start? When does it end? Clear? So far so good? Great. Eyes on Miss Yara, ears on Miss Yara. So far so good? So I'm going to reread it. Check out which sentence will describe the winter. Winter follows fall. First day of winter has the fewest hours of daylight. Winter is the coldest time of year. Some places get snow. People wear coats to keep warm. And some animals grow thick fur. And you guys think which sentence describes the fall season? Excellent. Winter is the coldest time of the year and some places get snow. So you pause the video and you copy it neatly and properly on page 302. Clear? Winter is the coldest time of the year and some places get snow. That's why during the winter season we wear scarves, bonnets, and gloves to stay warm in addition to the thick jacket. Clear? So far so good? So winter is the coldest time of the year and some places get the snow. We move on. Exercise time. Let's wear our thinking caps on. We're open to page 303. Do the math. This chart shows the seasons that some children like best. Favorite season and how many we have winter, 2 students like it. Spring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students like it. Summer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students like it. Fall, consider that the favorite season is fall. 1, 2, 3, 4 students consider the fall to be their favorite season. So the question is, how many more children choose summer than spring? So how many more children chose summer than spring? What do you guys think? A, 5, B, 3, or C, 4? Excellent! It is C4. How did we know? Because 9 students like this summer and 5 students like the spring. How many more like this summer more than the spring? It is 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4. Clear? So far so good? So, how many more? It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first we have 5 in both. How many more? Extra. How many more students like the summer more than the spring? We have what? 4. We could spot it here. Clear? 9 minus 5 is 4. That's all. Thank you.